Go ahead, brother.
Shalom, shalom. It's the brothers, the Akim, the sons of Yasha'Allah, camp out here in Colorado Springs. Yasha'Allah is the Lashon HaKodash of Israel. Yah, He, Shah, Prince, Allah, Power. We are the sons of the Prince of Power, which is Jacob, which is a son of Isaac, a son of Abraham. First and foremost, we want to give all praises unto our Father,
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Kodash.
We want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect scattered abroad. We're going to get right into it. This is going to be a quick lesson. All right. As a sit down, affections of things above. Okay. Because if you can't tell right now in the spirit of discernment that this world is passing away, it don't make sense to have anything in this shit, man. You know?
Yeah.
So I just had two quick precepts. If you could bring up Matthew chapter 6, starting at verse 19.
Okay. So pull this up for you. Matthew chapter 6. Mm-hmm. You want to start at 19.
Yeah, the point is in 21.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, mm-hmm. and where thieves break through and steal.
Right. So looking at that through the spirit, it's not like, oh, okay, you get your paycheck, you put a little something to the side. You're not having your whole focus on continuously climbing in the society.
Right. You ain't trying to be the CEO of the company, own the team. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, because when your emotions is connected to materialistic things, you're going to be vexed if it be taken away from you.
Like, if you couldn't, quote unquote, use the internet, people gonna lose their mind.
I mean, that we seen that when 2 months ago when Facebook went down for 8 hours.
Yeah,
people kept on trying to upload it, and I ain't going front out. I was too. I was at work. I'm like, yo, what's going on? After a while, I gave up, and then found out it was down.
Yep.
And the liking, apps that Facebook owns and shit,
Instagram,
you know what I mean. But I was like, hey, this is a good little, fast from the social media, but. Just using that as an example, like for instance, a stockbroker out there in New York City and Wall Street, right? That let's just say they got $10 million. They lose $9 million because the market crashed.
Mm-hmm.
They still got $1 million liquid.
Yeah.
They'll jump off of an 89-foot skyscraper and kill themselves
because they lost $9 million.
When you're still rich,
right?
It's because they was laying up their treasures that moth, what it's matter of fact, reading again out before I butcher it.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, mm-hmm. where thieves break through and steal. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll go down to 20 if you're ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right. All right. So them treasures in heaven, things that is precious that you hold on to. All right. This faith is is what we're holding on to, man. And all of the rewards that comes with having what is faith, right? The evidence of things unseen, the hope for, so on and so forth, right? So, just like and really this was inspired because by the brother Jeremiah out there in GMS Chicago, and he brought up the next script that I'm about to bring on later. You feel me? Because when we really seeing what's going on right now, right? You got your so-called this 5G getting delayed, but it's really still going to turn on tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? You got the actual, I don't know if you've seen it in July, they're actually having human testing of some CEO of a company that's literally putting the MOTB in people.
That's
you feel me?
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
But they've been doing,
right.
That technology's here.
Right.
They've been doing that in certain other countries. I know they've been doing it in the Norwegian region for years now. They've had that technology in place for I think almost 5 years now. So and it's coming to the shores of America, man. You people gonna see.
That's right.
You gonna see.
That's right.
You thought it was joke things, you know. I did want to get 21 though, because you kind of mentioned it. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So
so whatever you're totally focused on, that's where you see what I'm saying. Your mind is at, right? Because your mind, I read this, a long time ago. This is a worldly, one of them like elementary school sayings that's on the wall somewhere. Your mind manifests into your speech manifests into your character manifests into your destiny. You see? So wherever your mind is really what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So with that, laying treasures on heaven, the king being kingdom minded, man, and everything that's to come with it. Right? We tired of breathing this chemtrail air. We tired of eating the defiled bread among the Gentiles, these GMO foods. We tired of drinking this lead in the water, fluoride in the toothpaste.
Yeah.
These
barium in the air, aluminum getting dropped in the air.
Exactly.
Did I not tell you it was gonna snow last week?
Yeah.
And there was no snow in the forecast at all in the 10-day when I looked at it on Monday, and they gassed the shit out the sky. Friday night we had a terrible snow and more and I didn't even tell you this yet. We had more people absent this week than we did last week, and we shut down for 4 days to try and quote unquote, stem the sickness and all that.
That's right. You feel me? And I could go on and on, not having family members that's bugged out going off. You feel me? Brothers or so-called brothers, whether it been in the world or actual relatives, stab you in the back. Same thing with these women, run down women.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Children that are monsters, having to lock your doors and lock your car, and you see just a bunch of wickedness going on. So our treasures is in that, a place where it dwelleth righteousness. Before I get the last script, but something came to mind. If you could bring up the book of Psalm chapter 37.
Come on, bro.
The point is in verse 4, but you could start wherever you want to start.
Shit, 67?
37.
37. And you wanted, what was your...
Verse 4 is the point, but if you see...
I'll just start at 1.
All right, come.
This is verse 37, Salakia, Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 1. A psalm of David. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. All right.
Right. So see, the workers of iniquity are laying up treasures here on earth that can be stolen. And it seems like, but remember there, what is it? It's only for a moment. What's the word?
For like the twinkling of an eye.
Yeah, like they're basically Salakia. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
I want to say I know what you told me.
Yeah, the Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man.
Just skip that.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, quick, So we're not supposed to be envious, because if we're laying up our treasure in heaven, the new heaven and the new earth haven't come yet. So we're gonna be going through hell, waiting for Yahweh Shai.
You gotta just ask, does 5G go live tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, or
it's supposed to be like allegedly. Who knows? Is it they don't flip it on at Eastern time, or
exactly?
Does it make it? Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, from now until sometime tomorrow or whatever.
Right. It's gonna happen. They're gonna flip the switch.
Yeah.
So Lord willing,
hey, we be covered of through the wings, under the shadowing of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, metaphorically speaking.
Khan.
Go ahead,
Salakia.
For sure.
Let me get back to that real quick. I'll text that brother back in a second. This is down to 2, verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in Yahweh and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
Right. So dwell in the land. Doesn't it say that the meek shall inherit the earth, man? So if you're meek, which is synonymous for humble, all right, are you going to be laying treasures here in a wicked ass society? No. All right, you're going to be looking and having faith and being a prisoner of hope of what's to come, man.
Just like, man, I argue with my mother with that, like, endlessly.
I'm sure we all, whoever got family members,
I was just
you see
gonna
what
say,
I'm saying?
I know you've told me several times,
especially if in the world you didn't actually, done something. You see what I'm saying? Whether it been in sports or academics or finance or whatever and you gave it away for this truth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
People look at you like you got three heads.
Yeah.
When you tell them, like, "No, I'm cool. I'd rather die with my brothers."
Well, the apostle said that
I'd rather suffer with my bros.
We'll be a fool for Yahweh Shah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool. Whatever, clown. We could be the bum camp and this and that and whatever. Salakia, but yeah, that's the whole point. Like that, like Isaiah says, like we always say that Isaiah 33:6, man, to have the wisdom and stability of this times, they gonna be going crazy.
Straight up, son.
You know what I'm saying? All them people that was scoffing, like, why, hey man, why you give this up? You got a master's degree, or hey man, you was so nice at this or that. Oh, your raps was crazy. Like, why you just give all of that up to do this? And to stand on the street corner with a dress on, like, what's wrong with you?
That should actually have you be curious, like, what is more worth or more valuable than the things that he could have stored up here?
Right.
There's got to be something that he thinks that is just astronomical, because fear not, little flock, for it is a good thing to give you the kingdom, man.
Right. And that wisdom 5:1, like that confused, dumbfounded look on these people's face. That's what it's talking about. That's when that's gonna happen. When they realize, like, damn, I was spending my whole life chasing to be the CEO of, Walmart. I was working to do this and this and this, and all along, these brothers, the brothers of the like mind in the doctrine of through GMS, was laying up, everything. They was laying up weight in heaven. They wasn't even giving no fucks about this worldly stuff, man.
And it's not like you can't take a promotion or this and that and the third, but it's not taken away from you doing this work.
Right.
A lot of times, the higher you move up in society, the more responsibility you have on that company or whatever it may be.
The bigger your
more
paycheck
time,
the less time you have to do
and what
first off, be a member of the truth. Second, to get anything in your life done, because you dedicating yourself basically to the system, to the beast system.
Yeah, you're worshiping the beast,
right?
Man. So just like how we read in Matthew, wherever your treasure is where your heart is also, which is your mind,
right?
Right. So that means, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go overtime and I'm gonna, because you just like Apostle Ricard says, you feel me? If you really in this world, in the beast system and doing this and doing that, you really an effeminate nigga, man.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
And
you
probably
bending over for Esau, spiritually and morally to bust you, no Vaseline. So I had to keep it real and raw and rugged. You see what I'm saying?
But that's facts.
Because they look at us, we keep the law. We don't shape up. You see what I'm saying? Our hair, we might cut it down slightly, but ain't no cutting nothing off. You know what I mean? We ain't no out here, trying to put on the next Amiri and Ferragamo and come on, son. You know what I mean? Like, our treasures in heaven, we gonna have all the illest garments. Remember, these garments is all mixed fabrics, man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
You want to wear Dior? What the fuck about no Dior?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't got bread for all that. I'd rather, have quality time with the brethren instead of spending $500 on a Christian Dior sweater. You feel me? I could take that 500 and spoil it on the Aki and the can. You feel me? Oh, y'all need brothers, y'all good? Oh, y'all want something to eat or something to drink, whatever. Some yan. You see what I'm saying? Let's, fellowship. Yeah.
This is down to 4 in the Psalms 33 or 37. Salakia down to 4, and it reads, "Delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart."
See, so the desires of thy heart, of thy mind. Right. But our mind is the kingdom. It's laid up treasures in heaven.
To have kingdom thoughts.
So if we trust on him, he's going to give us the kingdom. That's why he said, fear not, little flock. Who's he talking about? The elect, because it's little.
Right.
The flock is the sheep, which is Israelites.
Come.
So little flock is the remnant of Israel, man. Fear not. I'm going to give you that. If you trust on me, and I'll give you the desires of my heart. That's the point on that.
Can I get this precept?
Oh, yeah.
Quick? It's in Psalms. This is Psalms 23:1, and it reads, Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, and leadeth me to beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul and leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. And then this one hits heavy, but this is something we're about to go through, down to 4. All right. A lot of people know this one. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Right. That valley is a low place, which is representative morally and spiritually low, which is America, the shadow of death. All right. Being death always is hovering over you, which is like America, man. You see in Babylon the Great, you see them, that's the valley, the shadow of death. We're gonna go through this, and it's gonna get even more. See, even right now, brothers, sisters, all type of people's having visions of mass death, man. Like ASAP, not no 10 years, 5 years, 3 years. We talking about it could at any moment now, like they seeing it. You know what I mean? So, but
like you was mentioning just before, like we say it on the video, like, man, we was talking about the 5G system coming on, just simply how they don't know how it's going to affect mainly like air travel. And they're like, you know, how many commercial flights really fly a day? You know, we was like, even if it's just 100 planes, if 100 planes fell out the sky and each one had 100 people, that's 100,000 people gone. You know, you might get a couple survivors, couple parts and pieces of people missing, whatever, but that's a lot of people. How you going to explain that away? Oh, some event happened, or it was a cyber attack, or what's going to be the next thing? You know what I'm saying? We're about to go through some crazy shit, man. All right, Jacob's trouble is like nipping at the back of the neck right now. You can't feel it. You just, like we mentioned a couple weeks ago, you just blind, dog. And the Most High probably hates you and wants your ass to die.
This the last precept. If you could get Colossians chapter 3, verse 1, I think the point is in verse 2. And we're gonna wrap it up.
You said Colossians?
Yeah, chapter 3.
It's Colossians 3, and you want me to start at 1?
Yes.
Come. It's Colossians 3:1, and it reads, If ye then be risen with the Mashiach, all right, seek those things which are above, all right, where the Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affliction on things above, not things of the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach in Yahweh.
Look, we are dead.
Dead men walking, man.
We're dead to this place. You feel me? So the 2/3, the heathen and Esau, you feel me, is pretty much dead. All right. You know, if we're talking about Jake right now, 2/3 is pretty much dead.
Right. Valley of dry bones.
You know, man. Spiritually, while they live in their best life, but we are, you know, dead physically to whatever this is going on, but we alive in the spirit because we walk in the spirit, right? The Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, right, is a power of the living, not of the dead. You see, and if we worship him, you see what I'm saying? We alive. He gives us the quickening spirit. They 2/3 don't worship him, so they gotta be dead because he's the father of the living. All right, in a you know, spiritual sense. So we're supposed to set our affections on things above, man.
And that's what it means to have kingdom thoughts, man. Because you're not like the brother mentioned, you're not laid down here in the dust with this lowly mirth, man, all mixed and mingled with the heathen doing heathen shit all the time, and you know, running around eating bacon burgers, like, you know, shaving your face clean so you can get the next promotion, man.
Like a quick, you know, example, like let's say you arguing with a female or something, right? And you like, yo, bitch, I'm above you, man. Right. That right there, see, it'll look like disrespect. Like, yo, what you mean?
Man, but look, most women gonna look at you like you got 3 heads.
But hey, we're setting our things on above, so we don't have nothing to deal with on the bottom level, this earthly level. What our desires is to have that celestial, extraterrestrial body, man. We don't even care about this body. Yeah, we health, and we keep it up. This is the temple that the spirit dwelleth in. we take care of it. We was bought with a price, so we do everything to the best of our ability. However, you see what I'm saying? This is not the end all be all, man. This little measly dust, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, everything is at, we above all of this bullshit, all of this Babylon shit, and with everything that has to deal with it, the world, man. All right, because even Yahweh Shah himself said that. You feel me?
Right.
I'm from above and you're from beneath, talking to the wicked ass Pharisees, man. You see what I'm saying? But if you have anything to add, you know what I'm saying, we pretty much ended it because we just constantly in the spirit, like, yo, Akim, please keep the faith, Baba Kushah, because some shit about to go down. Some shit is about to go down.
For real.
And we've been out here and it will be like, yo, Lo, you'll know a prophet was among you, man.
Right.
And we say that humbly, man. Because we didn't take this understanding. This understanding was given unto us.
And I was just gonna say, I wanted to end it on this, just as a fair warning, and also, man, like the brother said, we've been out here, man. So some brothers been doing this a long time. The elders been out here at least on YouTube since 2007, telling you niggas this, man. All right. And even further back before that, they were still teaching this way back when. So, Salakia, but it's the time we living in now, man, is a time of prophets. But that's coming to an end, man. The time of teaching and being, friendly with niggas and all of that. That's coming to an end. So, I just wanted to hit him with this. This is Hebrews 5:12, and it reads, "For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need of one teach you, Salakia, you have need of one teach you again, as we was taught by the elders." So on and so forth, being able to be humble with it. But Salah, again, which be the first principles of oracles of Yahweh, are the beginning of such of have need milk and not a strong meat. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. So basically, man, you can drown these people with milk, man. All right. And the brother just dropped 2-4 precepts, drowned him. Like, the truth is the truth. All right. We coming into JT. Everything's about to go left. If brothers don't shape up, get it right, like, you just gonna get swept away, man. Lord willing, we catch you brothers in the end. You can close it out when you're ready.
Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Definitely rule well, taught us his truth. And with that, we want to give all praise unto our Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. All right, and a Bible Ball, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.
That brother said, "Your brother looking just like your pops."